we are going to start our garlic soup. And I have leek here, I have onion, I have garlic and potato. We put water or chicken stock in it. The garlic soup we do often where I come from is binded with different things. Sometimes we're binding with leftover bread, sometimes with potato, and sometimes with another type of starch like tapioca or semolina or something like this, you know. But very often my mother would do that just with the leek garlic stock, and she would have all bread that she cut into the soup tureen and put the mixture right on top of it. That's a very good way of doing it too. I'm going to put a little bit of peanut oil for that to saute. And first we are sauteing the leek in there. Notice that the leek that I had here, I had most of the green from the leek, you know. Just cut the damaged leaf from the outside, but there is no reason to remove all of the green. This is one of the best part of it. So, this, the onion, I'm going to cut that onion coarsely across and here. It really doesn't matter the way you cut your onion. Remember, we're going to strain it. Now, the classic French soup, which is leek and potato, sometimes is cut in tiny dice and served this way. And sometimes it is cut coarsely, as I'm doing here, and put through the strainer. And this is a potage parmentier, so-called. Parmentier was a man from the 18th century who developed the potato industry in France. He was an engineer. So we saute the leek for a minute or so and cut the potato. You can do your potato ahead, peel them, providing you keep them in water so they don't discolorate. I don't want to wash them after I cut them here because I need a little bit of starch in those potatoes to give me the creaminess in the soup. The garlic, you can heat a head of garlic on the side that will separate your cloves, and to peel your clove, cut the end of it like this. After you peel the end of it, then you can crush it a little bit, and now the skin will release, you see? That's the best way to peel garlic. Then look at it. If there is any damaged spot like here, remove it. So I put a whole bunch of garlic, like 10, 12 cloves in there. We have a lot of garlic in that menu, but it's fine with me. I love garlic. So we mix it in there, and now the potato. Very simple soup. In that case here, we have 2 cups of chicken stock, a very clear stock, no fat in it, as you can see, and 2 cups of water. But it could be completely water or completely chicken stock also. It's fine. Maybe a little dash of salt now. You cover it, bring it to a boil, and you want to boil it about 25-30 minutes. That'd be more than enough to cook your potato and your leek. So as you see, it's not really something which takes that long to do. And you can do it ahead, to that extent at least, to cook it and strain it. Sometimes, you know, for special party, we finish it with cream and stuff like that. I think in our case today, maybe I'll put a little bit of milk at the end, but no cream. Now, with the soup, we serve croutons also. The conventional way of doing croutons, of course, is to put oil and butter in a skillet and saute it, but that again gives you a lot of calories. What I like to do is to put about a tablespoon of oil in top of the croutons themselves and roll the crouton into that oil just to moisten it a little bit with the oil so that you have just a little bit, you know. And then when you feel that they are moistened enough, then you can put them directly into the oven this way so you don't absorb too much oil. I mean, I may have a tablespoon of oil here. If I were to put that amount of crouton in a skillet with oil, that amount of bread will absorb like a quarter of a cup of oil, you know, a big difference. So that lowers your calorie a little bit. And really, when those croutons are full of oil, you bite into it. Sometimes you have crouton in a salad. You bite into it and the oil comes out of it. It is not particularly good. So those go into the oven for about 400 degrees. Now, and I'm taking some other one which have been browning here. Here we are. And I'm going to put them ahead. You know, croutons are good, but don't do them too much ahead too, because remember, they get rancid. I mean, those will get rancid less because they've been done with oil. if they are done with butter, they will get rancid even faster, you know. So they are good when they are freshly done, and it's really not complicated to do. Huh? Now I have a double here. The soup is boiling, starting to boil here, but I have one which is completely cooked. The same thing than that. And I am going to strain it now. I want to puree it in the food processor that I have here. If I put the whole soup in the food processor, because I have a lot of liquid in it, the soup tends to be a little bit like baby food, you know. So it whips it too much when you have liquid. So I remove most of the solid, most of the liquid rather, I take out. And the rest of the solid, now I can put it in there. And I want to clean it up good because I need to put it back in there. This, plus this. And now that liquid can go back into my pan here. All I have to do is to process this. And very often, you know, I will do that ahead. I will do that ahead, and to that extent, you can even freeze your soup, you know. So here, this is nicely pureed now, as you can see. It has a nice pale green color with the green of the leek, which is what you want. You can test it for seasoning. Again, see, in the way that we cook the vegetable, we never lose anything. The water of the vegetable and all that stay in it. I think it's good this way. Nice taste of garlic. You can add a lot of garlic to it, you know. And what I want to do is to put a little bit of milk in it. As I say, we put cream sometimes if you want to make it richer, or frankly, you can leave it without even putting anything in it, but it's conventional in home French cooking to finish soup with a little bit of milk, you know. That's it. You can bring it back to a boil if you want with the milk. In any case, you won't put the milk before you're ready to serve it, you know. And the soup is now ready to be served with some croutons, and I have some chervil here, which is a nice herb that I like with that type of soup, you know. So this is really home for me, you know. When I feel sad, I need a bowl of leek and potato soup, you know. A few croutons on top of it. That's it. And those little, what we call pluche, you know, pieces like that of chervil right on top of it. And this is really the same way my mother cooked it.